Hello, welcome back for some more Kingdom Death Monster. Okay, so last episode we just killed the level 1, year 1 lion. But after all that, we had a new update for the game. So I had some stuff get reset and a couple cards got completely deleted from the table and from the box and everything else. So I had to set up a whole new lobby and go through all my videos and stuff and reset everything back to how it was at the end of the last video. So I got everything set up in the room, but before I get in there, also got a new piece of mail for the game, so let me go ahead and inspect this. What's in this envelope? How to open this thing? What's in here? Ah, it's our key, okay. Tangible yet ethereal ornament said to unbar the doors between the realm of truth and the land of deception. You place it in your inventory. So for those that actually bought a key to the game, this is the key that you actually receive in the mail as well. I just got mine last week. So, actually I have a physical copy of this key now. And the key is in the inventory. So I wonder if that works up here for that one door that had the lock on it. Can we actually go in this door now? I think it was this door. Okay, retry that again. That was a bug. And it's still bugged out. What the? Okay, so I guess there's still a bug with that door, so I can't interact with it at the moment. Guess we'll try again later, see what next patch will fix that. But let's get back to the table. Pick up where we left off. Alright, so you see I had to reset everything, so everything's back the way it was. So go ahead and have a seat. And I made a couple of mistakes last time out, so I need to fix those. But also I got one from the beginning of the video as well that we didn't finish. If we look at our book, we did the society principle where we pick accept darkness, but we've neglected to roll on the table. I did the same thing with another principle as well. So we need, is it nominate a survivor? No, we don't nominate, we just roll. Yeah, we just roll. So let's go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and pick up one die, and we'll give it a roll. That is a 3. So if you look at it, 1 through 5, you nominate up to 4 survivors. Each gains 10 insanity. That's not really going to help us much. And I'm going to put these cards back in the box because I pulled them out just in case we got the other result. So we don't need those, and I don't need this extra character sheet now, so I can get scrapped as well. Actually, no. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and scrap it. I was thinking I might make another survivor right now, but I'll hold off on that. Okay, let's put the die back. Alright, so another thing I neglected to do last time. Droopy died in that fight. From those that remember. He did die. But, if you actually look at the Survival of the Fittest card, at the very bottom it says, once per lifetime, the survivor may re-roll a single roll result, which we completely forgot about, so we're going to go ahead and spin his re-roll. So let's get to the sheet. We're going to mark that as re-roll has been used, and we're going to pick up this die, and we're going to give it a roll. We're going to do a little dramatic style, see if we get a better result. He gets a 6, so that should mean he stays alive. But let's go to the severe injuries and check. It was a hit injury, so go to a 6. He is now deaf. I think that's when Heathcliff is deaf now also, so we got 2 deaf survivors. One here is coming, suffer -1 permanent evasion, which is terrible. Injury is permanent, gain a bleeding token. But she had 2 during the fight, so I would have given him a 3rd one, so we'd still be alive. But he is now deaf. So that's terrible. Meaning that he now loses that +1 evasion that he had. And speaking of that +1 evasion, that's the other part of the Survival of the Fittest card that we forgot about. When I created Snake Eyes, I gave him the +1 strength and evasion, but I forgot to do the rest of the survivors, as it says in the card, all current and newborn survivors. So everybody else should have got that bonus as well. So I went back and gave everybody the bonus, even though he just lost one. But he's got the +1 strength And Heathcliff has his, because he was -1 evasion for the honey vet that he had. So he's back up to 0. But he's now at 2 strength. And Belle's got her +1/+1. And Snake Eyes, we already know, has his +1/+1. So that catches everybody up. Everything's done there. So now we head back to town. Everything should be done correctly now. And these are all the resources that we got during that fight. So let's go back to the White Lion real quick. Just double check the results just to be safe. Showdown White Lion. Scroll in to the rewards. Got the Fort Basics and the Fort White Lion resources, which is all laid out on the table already. And we also get the Catarium for the first time, which I have set aside up here so we can start using lion gear to start making, well, lion resources to start making lion gear, which I'm not sure I'm really going to do because we really need fur and I only got 1 piece. So we'll see what we can do. So we need to go back to the settlement here. Set up the settlement, which you've got survivor's return, which means everybody gets a +1 survival. And we just double check, make sure nobody else gets an extra 1 coming back. Survival limit, just gotta double check it. Departing gets +1, departing gets another +1, so nobody gets extras coming back. So everybody gets the +1 though. So I should push everybody back up to 1. I think everybody was out. Alright, so that's that. Everybody's returned. Everybody also heals everything, so let's go ahead and get to that too. All this is healed up. And nothing else there. Armor comes back, so he only has 1 armor, so that's back to normal. All this gets reset. Still got his 1 armor, but I believe he has... Yeah, he's got the rawhide vest as well, so that should be a 1 armor there as well. So he's got 1 here. Right? Yeah. 1 armor in the body, 1 to the waist. You have 1 to the body. Belle took a beating that fight, but she was the hero. She won it. And Snake Eyes. All this stuff is reset. And he's good to go. That's another thing about the Survival of the Fittest bonus that I've completely neglected. Since everybody didn't have the bonuses, that could have changed the fight a little bit. But we're going to live with what happened. That's just my mistake. So Droopy might not have died at all in that time around. I might not have to use the reroll, but we'll never know. Alright, so that's done. Everybody's healed up. Going back to the settlement. We earn our endeavors. That's 4 endeavors we're going to pick up. Alright, so 4 endeavors. Let's go ahead and set them down. Next. We'll update the timeline. Alright, so going back to the record sheet. Scroll in. We're now at year 2, so which means we read the Endless Scream event. So let's go to the book. Hunt that down. Endless Screams, which is right here, page 121. And this was really pleasant. Karaoke night at the settlement. Endless Screams. Okay, a scream pierces the silence around the settlement. As the noise fades, the chorus of horror rises up in answer. The settlement erupts into a chaos, trying to comprehend the source of the terrible wail. You may now hunt the screaming antelope. Add it to the quarry list. Okay. Nominate a survivor to stand among the madness. They gain 1 courage and become the voice of reason. We'll do that in a second. So let's go back to settlement. Scroll down. Antelope can now be hunted. Alright, now we gotta nominate somebody. Do you want to just nominate somebody new? I should have kept that sheet out if I do. Let's go ahead and draw another sheet. Who's this gonna be? They'll get +1 survival for being named. But who do we want to name this one? Make him a male. Well, let Yogi join the club. So Yogi Bear is in the squad now. So he's nominated. He's the voice of reason, so let's go ahead and mark that on the back of the sheet. Nope. Voice of reason. Okay. Alright, so there's that. Let's go on back in. Gains +1 courage as well. Alright. +1 courage. And now we've got to roll a 1d10 for him. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the die. Rolled a 3. That could be bad. 1 through 2 is that. 3 through 6 is this. Okay, survivor realizes the noise is most likely from another strange creature that lives out in the darkness. After some effort, they manage to calm the settlement. Survivor gains 1 understanding. Returning survivors gain 1 insanity as well. That's nice. So 1 understanding, and everybody gets an insanity. Alright, so he's that. Everybody gets 1 insanity. Nice. Brain armor. It's one thing everybody's liking. Well, except for Bill. She's up to 3 now. And there's no limit to how much brain armor you can have, so you can rack it up. And if you read the print there, you go insane if you're at 3. So Bill is officially insane. Alright, everybody's got 1 insanity. And that event is over. Okay, so that's that. That should be all the events for now. Update the death count. Nobody died since Droopy was saved with his reroll. Check the milestone stories, which is what we just did. Because we didn't have anything else. Well, we didn't have anything, yes. Now we just develop. So, looking at what we have, if you look at the settlement sheet, we still have another golden whisker in the storage as well. So we have 2 of those. So basically 2 of these, and they count as organs. Which is unfortunate, because I thought for sure we could make a bow out of those, but I guess not. Because if you look at the Catarium, the catgut bow takes 1 sinew and 1 bone. We have bones, but we have no sinew anywhere, because, again, whiskers count as organs. So we have no sinew, so we cannot make a bow. So we need to decide what else to do. We only got 2 bones. Let me situate this stuff. See what all we got completely. Alright, bones, organs, hides, bones. More hide. It's hide, but counts as fur as well. We got another organ, and hides. We got tons of hides. So technically we've got 4 organs, 5 hides, and 2 bones. But one of the first things I want to make is back at the bonesmith. Bone darts. I think we really want to get one of those. I'd like to get a bone club as well, but we don't have enough bones for it. But I think we really want to get some bone darts. So we're going to spend a bone for that. We want something ranged. Especially going against another white lion. I think we're hunting another white lion since we really don't have much in the way of gear. So let's go in here to the bonesmith. Take out some darts. Those of you that are familiar with the white lion know exactly why I want to get these darts. Because of 1 card he has in his deck specifically. So put that back in there. I probably should have left them out just in case I make something else. For now, we'll just put it on this character. Which means Belle has it, but there's no guarantee she's going to keep it. Because we don't know she's coming. Actually, Droopy we know is not coming back out because he has to skip the next hunt. So Droopy's going to be missing this one. So let's go ahead and go and pick that sheet up. Set it to the side because he will not be hunting this next time out. We'll decide who's going to be. And Yogi, you can set you aside as well. Might just bring somebody new. Alright, but looking at what we still have left, we still have 5 more hides, and 1 more bone, and 4 organs total. And one of these is love juice, so I could do another intimacy event, but I don't think we want to right now. We have plenty of survivors. So looking at the Catarium, is there anything we could make? We got 1 bone and we got 1 fur, so we could make some gauntlets or coat. Let's take out the gear so we can actually look at it. But I think we probably want to save the hide and stuff. for the leather armor. Okay, where's the Catarium? There it is. Alright, so there's the Catarium. So let's take a look at the armor pieces for this. Because we can't make a few pieces. Well, we can make one piece. But it's a couple of them we could make, so let's have a look at them. First one is the headdress. Headdress is one armor. You may wear this in addition to one armor on this location, so that's an extra armor piece. That's nice. Then we get the lion skin cloak, which has no armor whatsoever, but reduces damage from every hit suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1, which would be nice going against things that damage you a lot. Could be useful, but I think we'll hold off on that for the moment. Boots is a 2 armor piece. Get +1 movement if we link it up with something else. We can only link one side at the moment, or one character. We got the white lion coat, another 2 armor. Spin the action and the movement to move 3 spaces in a straight line. If you moved all 3, you get +1 with the strength to your melee weapon. Useful, very nice. Especially with, well, the axe is the best thing we got right now. We got the gauntlet, 2 armor. When you pounce, gain +1 accuracy for the next attack. Another one very useful. White lion helm, another 2 armor piece. Non-deafs, well, we have 2 deaf people right now. White lion skirts, just straight up 2 armor. So there's some stuff in there, but we'd like to get some gear if we could. Like a lion beast guitar we'd like to have, but we don't have any claws. Don't have the eye, so we can't get the circlet, which would be very useful as well. Spear, we need a claw. So I think for now we're going to skip all this stuff. We might just hang on to a fur and see if we can get something else, or we could make one piece. But first, let's go back to the scanner and take a look. Because we have, well, this is a fur, so set that to the side. So we have 4 pieces of stuff here. But we could use the mane to make that 1 headpiece that adds the extra armor. That's one thing we could do. But we have the vest right now on Heathcliff. So if we don't use that for something else, for that head, I mean, we have 4 pieces of leather here we could use. So that'll be enough for the gloves, the headband, the pants, and the boots. So we can get a full set of leather armor here. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and give Heathcliff a full set of leather armor. I believe that's what we're going to do. Because we got organs, but nothing to really use the organs. We'll take that back. We do have monster grease. Takes 2 organs. We might make one of them. Monster greases are pretty useful. A lucky charm. I'm going to have to read what that does again. Probably just increases your luck. Duh. So yeah, I'm looking at a full set of leather gear with the hides that we do have. Possibly a monster grease. So that takes 2 organs. That's going to leave us with 1. We'll still have 1 fur and 1 bone. So I could make 1 piece of this. I can't make any gear with that. But I could make another bone weapon. A bone blade, possibly. Because we need something better than just founding stones. So I think I'm going to do that. Make a bone blade. Yeah. Make 4 pieces of leather armor, so we'll complete that rawhide set. Make a bone blade with the bone we have left over. Make a monster grease with 2 of the organs. That'll leave us with 1 organ left, which will be the love juice. Actually, we still have another whisker in storage, so we'll have love juice and a whisker. So 2 more organs. I can make 2 monster greases. So let's take a look at those monster greases real quick. Organ grinder. Let's have a look at those. So you can see why I want to make these. Lucky stone, that is what? Yeah, +1 luck. You just got to match 2 blues, which you can't do currently. Monster greases. It's +1 evasion. If we match up 3 greens, it's another evasion. And evasion is always good, so we'll take 2 monster greases. Put them back. And this is the Catarium. We're not making anything with that. Well, we might. I could make 1 piece still. No, I can't. We're going to hang on to that because we're using this bone. And the 4 hides, they're getting made into the headband, the gloves, the pants, and the boots. Because he's got the vest. So that'll make a full set of leather gear. Overall hide gear, I keep saying leather. Skinnery. Okay, so pants, headband, gloves, and boots. That's 4 hides. That'll complete these. And we'll sort this stuff out in a second. That takes care of these. Make sure I put them in the right stacks. Those go back. Those go back. I made 2 organs, so all of this stuff's done. Yep. You're back in the box. All those are back in the box. And the extra whiskers we had are now gone. So those are all totally gone. Alright, so we have nothing in storage at the moment. We still have endeavors, which I probably should have used on something, but we can use them for stone noses. Unless I want to share my knowledge. So there's 2 more Hun XP. Well, we can't do that yet. Can't build anything. So we didn't build anything, but we did get some more gear. But we're gonna hang on to the we're gonna hang on to the fur, so that will go in our storage. Well, let me take a look. That's a great cat bone, so I might just change my plan here. No, it won't. Alright, so the bone goes away. Fur goes in storage, but we make a bone blade with that bone that we just used right there. So I still have it out, don't I? Bonesmith, there it is. Alright, so we get 1 bone blade out of this. And that'll go to somebody. Those are the greases, those are going to somebody. This is the full stack of bonesmith gear that goes back in the box. Skinnery, that goes back in the box. I need to get the full set card out of there. That's the Catarium, that's all going back in the box. Now let's find the card for the set. Armor sets. Leather, rawhide armor, so I need that card out. Alright, so looking at the leather armor card, or rawhide, I keep saying it, they get an extra bonus armor to every location, and when you perform a survival action, roll a d10. On a roll of 6+, you get your survival back. So whoever is going to be having this set is going to have all this extra to go with it. In the meantime, let's reorganize this stuff. Alright, so the blue links up, so we can now use that. Pants will go over here, blade will go over here, and we can use this as well. Alright, so looking at the rawhide headband, since we linked up the blue, if you reveal the top 2, we can use an action, reveal the top 2 AI cards and put them back in top of the deck in any order. Very useful, keep that trap card in check. And look at the rawhide vest, if you link the blue and the red, which we did, it gets a +1 evasion. So whoever is going to, well, at the moment it's Heathcliff. Whether or not, well, we'll probably bring him back out. Yeah, we'll bring him back out. Why not? So his evasion is back to a bonus +1. But now he's got a full set of armor, so first we got to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to all those locations. So 1 to the head, 1 to the arms, 1 to the legs. What else did he make? Yeah, 1 head, 1 waist. So he's got another on the waist, which we can only use 1. So this is going to go in storage. Okay, so he's got all that, but now he's got the full set, so it adds a +1 to every location. So now he's got 2 armor in every location. Not 12, as great as that would be. There we go. So Heathcliff's going to be our main tank at the moment. And he's got the axe. So he's got the blade. Didn't I take the blade out? Yeah, it's right here. Nope, give me that. So we'll give this to whoever this is going to be. It's not Droopy. He's going to skip the next fight. And we got 2 monster greases that we can use. Probably want to give one to Heathcliff as well, which gives him another +1 evasion. So that's a +2. And give the other one to somebody. We'll determine who. Probably the one with the blade, since they're going to be getting in there. So I don't know who this is going to be just yet. Somebody from over here. I could bring Duke into it. He hasn't fought yet. Is that Duke? That is Duke. Sure, we'll bring Duke in. Alright, so here's Duke. Need to unassign that sheet. Unassign that survivor as well. Link it up to Duke. There we go. Be nice if it updates the sheet, but it does not, so I'll do that off the camera. I need to upgrade everybody's gear back here. Yeah, it doesn't upgrade manually. Well, automatically. Got to manually do it. And this is... There's Duke. There's Bill, there's Snake Eyes, there's Heathcliff. Nobody else had to miss anything? Nope. Okay, so that's everything there. Well, take that back. You got 1 armor there. You get 1 evasion for having the grease. And that'll do it for that. Okay, so all the crafting has been done. We need to add the fur to the storage. Wait a minute, it's just called white fur, right? Yeah, just white fur. So we're going to add that. So we got 1 of them. And we have an extra cloth in the storage as well. But we'll set it to the side so we don't have to dig it out of the box again. That'll go back in there. So we have 4 endeavors we can mess with, which I'm probably, like I said, just going to use for stone noses. Make 4 of them so everybody gets 1. Since I have no more resources to build anything with. So let's get our organ grinder cards back out. And look at those stone noses. We're making 4 of them. Well, making 3 because it's all in the box. Actually, we're going to go ahead and make 4. Or can I do that? Am I allowed to do that since there's only 3 in the core box? I don't think I've ever had this situation pop up. Anyway, here's the stone noses. On the arrival to the showdown, you gain 1 survival and 1 insanity. So very nice to have. What the? Where'd they go? What? I don't know where they just went. Was that them? No. Did they go back in? They did not go back in here. What? What? Everybody heard that noise, right? They linked up somewhere. But I don't know where. I don't think they went back in here. They did not. Huh. Well, that's going to be an issue. Since they just completely disappeared for whatever reason. I don't know where they went. So unless I can find them, I'm going to have to reset everything again, but at least I can save everything. But that'll get rid of the endeavors. I'm going to go ahead and make 4, because I think we can have more in storage. Maybe. I think. Because if you're unlimited, what's in the boxes kind of blows. But so I can't remember the rule for that. Anyway, like I said, all this is going to go back in the box. Endeavors are done. We're making 4 stone noses. And like I said, if I can't find those, I'm going to have to reset everything once again, which is completely aggravating. But that'll do it for the settlement phase, because everything is good to go from there. We've done the developing part. Now we just got to prepare who's going to go, and we already have them set aside down here. It's going to be the same people, except for Duke. He's the new addition to the new group here, since Drippy is forced to sit out a fight. But now we're going to the next fight, better armored and better armed. So Duke's going to go into the fight. He's got a bone blade and some monster grease. But Heathcliff is going to be the main guy. He's got a full set of leather, rawhide armor. I keep saying leather. But he's still got the bone axe. I should probably give him... No, I don't have anything else to give him. I was going to say I need to give him a stone just in case this thing breaks, but I don't have any more stones. And Belle's going in there with some darts. That's a new addition for her. And Snake Eyes still has the basic default gear. So, not much you can really do there. But everybody's set up, good to go. Except for those stone noses which disappeared. And that is just aggravating. But we'll see what happens if I can find them. Otherwise I'm going to have to reset everything again. But that'll do it for this one. Year 2 settlement phase is complete. So we're getting ready for the hunt, which we're going to be hunting another lion, as I said. So I'm going to have that set up. And next video we'll go ahead and do some more hunt events leading up into the next fight. So we're much better prepared this time around. So it may go a little bit easier. Possibly. In theory. Fingers crossed. See you back here for the next one. One thing before I go. I noticed when I was in the middle of process of saving everything, I forgot to do the settlement event for this season. So let's go ahead and pick up the first card for this. And let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Alright, Lights in the Sky, settlement event. A spectacular light show erupts against the limitless darkness above. Swirling vivid trails streak overhead. They lift everyone's spirit. Lingering effects. The settlement's collective imagination is set aflame. After rolling for any endeavor, you may add 1 or 2 to the result. Well, we don't have any endeavors. We used them all making stone noses, which I did find the cards, so we got them added to our deck now, or our equipment sheets. So that doesn't affect us, but if we have graves, which we do not, so we cannot do that. Face painting we do not have, so that doesn't affect us. Inner lantern we don't have that either, so yeah, this is a pretty uneventful event, so affects us not at all. So we lucked out on that regard, since I'm in the process of saving everything, as I said. But as you can see from the grid, we do have our stone noses back up here. So they're all back on the sheet. Everybody's equipped. And now, officially, this video is over. See you back here for the next one as we hunt down another lion, year 2. See ya.